Green Bay police announcing today that two people have been arrested after officials say they entered a house on the city's east side without consent. Jill Neenan and Eon Myers have been formally charged with criminal trespassing in connection to the incident. Myers appears to be out on bond. According to Green Bay police, officers were called to the home located in the 1600 block of Louise Street around 9 o'clock last night. It was there that they met with the residents who stated that the pair was still inside. Police say one of the men has a violent history with multiple warrants out for his arrest. SWAT was called in along crisis negotiators to try and bring the men out of the home after successfully obtaining a search warrant. No other information is being released at this time.